Yeah, it's my sexy voice.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's the fall. Hope your drawers fall.
It's actually August.
August is the fall, right? About to be September.
Nah. September.
Yeah. Are you ready? Say yeah, Casey.
Nah, I ain't saying that. You're not whispering in my ears through the podcast and I'm yaying back with you. Nah. Pause.
Ain't no pause, baby. This is the Bacchanal podcast. We are back. Brand spanking new episode. Our last episode was the WAP episode, which was a wild ass podcast. And yes, we are the Bacchanal podcast, your one-stop shop for hip-hop, video games, comic book, news, pop culture, all that good shit. But let's stop the music for a second, Casey. Let's stop the intro music. I want you to tell your mama, I want you to tell your daddy, your cousin them, your friend, your side chick, your cousin that steals from time to time. Tell everybody about the Bacchanal podcast because we're trying to grow, man. We're like half a chub right now. That soft meat. We trying to go in hard, strong, with a following. Okay,
exactly.
And we were doing good. Then COVID came. Y'all started coughing. Y'all stopped listening. So you need to, if you're gonna cough, listen too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You can cough and listen.
Yeah.
Just like that, Casey. All right. So I want y'all to stay safe. I want you to tell people.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that pastor at church that be looking at you too much. Tell that person at work, your work husband, your work wife. Y'all be doing that shit in Canada?
Work husbands?
Yeah,
nah,
they be having work husbands and work wives.
Yo,
work mama.
I am a Christian.
I'm a Christian virgin man. So yes,
I am a virgin.
We go tell everybody, all right? Let us penetrate your ears and touch your heart.
Yeah. But shout out to the listeners we do have listening, the truck drivers, the bus drivers, people who got the little AirPod in the air while they're working.
The drug dealers, the people with
people
herpes.
On the block, so shout out to all y'all.
What, man. 2 out of 3 people, was it 2 out of 5 have herpes? So
I don't know.
That's we don't discriminate. Hey, no. We don't discriminate. If you have it, we want you to listen, okay? We want everybody, all right?
Yeah, man.
So we're going to give a shout out to you listeners with STDs out there because we care about you. Just take your medicine.
It's the Bacchanal podcast, baby.
Yeah. All right, so what you been up to, Casey?
Hey, man, I've been living, man. Just working. This summer has been trash. I'm trying to make the best of it. Keep the mental strength up, mental health up, and nice and healthy. How you been?
Hey, I've been chilling. I found some ignorant ass shit on TV. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Now, wrestling. I watch my wrestling from time to time.
Yeah.
So they started something called Raw Underground at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So at 10 o'clock, shit get ratchet. Strippers come out. It turns into that scene from Django when they're having like that Mandingo party.
Oh, Lord.
They brought like 2 random niggas. I swear they were even wrestlers. They had Timberlands on and they were fighting. And then Shane McMahon came out of nowhere. He's like, "We're doing this, baby. It's Raw Underground, 10 o'clock."
He's probably wanting to do that for a while.
I know.
His BT on cut days, Shane was probably like, "Oh, you see, they're onto something.
They're onto something, Dad. I want to do this, Dad."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when you get older, son, I'll let you have your moment. So yeah. Raw Underground at 10 o'clock on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
When they got the strippers, and then they're like in like a mosh pit. They all have COVID masks on. They fighting. It'd be random ass. It don't even be wrestlers. Like the wrestlers to show up on the stage.
Yeah. And
then like random niggas just look like they just walked off a construction site. They'll be like, "I don't care, son. I'll fight you, bro." And then they'll just fight. They ain't even trying to pin them or anything. They're trying to kill them.
There was something I saw on YouTube actually that I've been watching. It's in Russia. So it's about to be crazy.
Lord, about
okay, so you think MMA fighting is crazy? This is guys with swords. They're knights. They dress up like knights with swords and the blocker shield, and they go for blood. It's crazy.
Are they javelin or they're like?
Nah, man,
battling?
It's sword fighting. It's real Game of Thrones. They blunt the swords so they can't like cut through, but still, when that sword hits the metal, you see the actual like.
The chainmail just clinking and shit.
But you could see the bruise. Like the guys are getting bruised. They're getting banged up, and they like lose breath. They're doing 3-minute rounds, 4 or 5 rounds. Russia, man, that's just crazy, man.
And it's cold too.
Fighting, huh?
And you know it's cold too.
Yeah, and it looks just like UFC with people around, like a boxing ring type of thing. And people are just looking at these knights coming in. They're coming in with the swords, and they put the thing down, the mask. I'm like, yo, these guys trying to kill each other for real.
Yeah, Russians are so
Another
serious.
level.
Like they're the type that they'll be enjoying it and laughing, but they'll be like this. Very good.
Yeah, exactly. That's how the crowd is. Ice cold crowd, man. Shout out to the Russian listeners though, but ice cold crowd, man. They're just,
I am
like,
so excited.
Like... Yeah, exactly. But yo, when they're hitting punching with the shield, like you know, Batman be hitting people with the side part of his hand.
Yeah.
Straight metal, just bang. I'm like, yo, someone's about to die in this thing.
Somebody's gonna have a fractured rib, but they don't care, dude. Give me some vodka. They're gonna drink the vodka and it's good, man.
How did YouTube clear this, but they're not letting people talk about
Black Lives Matter or anything like that, man?
Black Lives Matter. They're Xing those videos up.
Like, nah. But the sword fighting, though.
Yeah, you can wild out, have fun. You know, knock yourselves out. For real, though. Go ahead, watch them do it. You know? Like, it's MMA on another level. We ain't ready for that, man. It's a whole next thing.
Let's do a quick run through of what we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to hit them with where they can reach us. So, first we're going to talk about Deathstroke. It's called Knight and Dragon. We're going to talk about the new DC cartoon film.
Yeah.
Project Power. Even though I want to say Project Pat every time I say it. Project Power. We're going to talk about the new Jamie Foxx Crackhead X-Men film. And Lovecraft Country just premiered last night.
It did.
On the HBO. So, we're going to give our thoughts on that. The main actor looks like Gucci Man. So, I got to talk about that.
Burr.
He did look like Gucci. Every time I saw him, I was like, oh, shit. It's Gucci Man. This is Gucci Man's clone they were talking about. So, first thing first, you want to jump on to the movie review, or you want to talk a little shit about Xbox real quick? I know it's in your soul.
If you want to talk that talk, let's talk that talk. Shout out to the YouTube listeners and viewers, man. Shout out to the
Xbox,
YouTube.
Xbox, moment silent for y'all real quick, man. Halo. It's not going to be a day one. So what are they right now? Day one, they're going to get some third party shit.
Everybody was going to buy Cyberpunk 2077 anyways for that.
I got it already.
You know what I mean? Like people are crying like they're going to buy, like they're going to day one buy Halo. Ain't nobody was going to buy that anyways.
Yes, they'll be all right. Casey, I was Casey.
Yeah, right.
Remember, I said, I'm buying the cheapest, guys. I'm buying the cheapest.
Exactly. Get your Stadia. Go get your Google Stadia. Yeah, see how successful that is? You need good games, man. Good games is all that matters. It doesn't matter how beautiful it can make the game look. It's about a fun game.
Good games and a steady running server, because that's Stadia's problem. They're got network issues.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the Xbox will be just fine. Hopefully, I've been hearing rumors that it's supposed to be $599 US. So
that's a bit much, man.
Hey,
but that rumor don't make
$599. What's the PlayStation going to be?
Here's the thing, because RGT85, shout out to him. He broke down that rumor because somebody went on I think it was the Monster Energy drink, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna give away Xbox and Halo," and somebody yo, I'm doing the math right now, bro. Yeah, $600, man. But that's not even right, because you got to counter in the fact it's a guesstimate, and then the game itself is $60. So I'm guessing the console's gonna be $499.
$499 seems good. Yeah, that seems not good, but $499 Canadian seems expensive to me. But it is what it is, man.
I don't understand your money, man. That's just like Monopoly money, man. I don't understand that shit. I've been having a ton of Canadian money. I just be spending it like it's nothing, and I'd be broke as fuck, man. I just bought 2 cheeseburgers. That's $25 though.
Yeah, it tastes like damn water. What the hell is this small ass shit? It tastes like water. But yeah, the Xbox, I think it'll be fine regardless. People are gonna buy it. The diehard supporters are gonna still support it. They're gonna have a lot of good games still.
Regardless of what you get, you can wait a year. Regardless,
I'm gonna wait a year. I can wait 2. I can wait till the next Xbox comes.
Let them fix all their bugs, man.
Bro, yeah, I'm scared for PlayStation also, because could have the way they're rushing them out. It might get a red light of doom or some shit. You know what I mean? Because they're doing it all themselves. They're very much more proprietary than the Xbox is. Xbox is more like a computer, so it's able to. It's been through the problems that a computer would have. You know what I mean? This PlayStation is its own thing. So I'm scared for the PlayStation right now.
You're afraid about the troubleshooting aspect of it, or what?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear a delay for the system. This game's delayed. You know what I mean? The system.
Think COVID trying to stop everything?
Yeah, I think because when you're doing things over the internet like that, like, and you're not all in the same room, it becomes problematic, in my opinion. So
I'm just sick of this pissing contest between Sony
yeah,
and the
man,
Xbox. They're like, are you going to say your price? Are you going to say your price?
yeah,
No,
exactly.
no, this is dumb. I don't even
And
think
it's bad for them.
Xbox knows their price. Sony don't even know their price. They're two jackasses right now.
They are. They need
Just
to just say the
waiting.
price already. Like I said on our Instagram and the Facebook page, I was like, yo, this is the perfect opportunity for PlayStation to just say the price, pull that Band-Aid off, and let people be hurt because Xbox is hurting real bad right now. So just let it out. Let people know the price and deal with it.
Or you could do a price and then Xbox comes out with another price and then right before November, psych, we're fucking with you. They'll take their $50 off.
Yo, Xbox could throw an old controller in with it and it's a win. You know what I mean?
Xbox, like Microsoft has the capital.
You get 2 controllers. You get something you never really seen in systems before. We're going to give you 2-3 controllers with the system. They could pull some cards that PlayStation can't pull right now.
So, Casey, do you want to watch the trailer for Deathstroke Knights and Dragon real quick, or you want to jump into it? I don't know if we're going to get flagged.
I'll add it in post, just a little snippet of it, because I don't like this copyright. YouTube, you know what I mean? They always got some problems. They be bugging.
YouTube some killers, man.
I'm going to just add a little 15-second. If you want to just add the first 15 and share that, that's fine.
All right. You want me to share it or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sharing is caring now.
Yeah, just share it for the YouTube viewers so they can see what we're talking about.
All right, this is for y'all, man. Even though we won't get flagged.
Watch. I'm going to check the algorithms after and see what happens.
They'll be like, how dare they?
Yeah.
All right.
So Wakanda t-shirt. No.
Oh, shit, I do have one. Oh, shit, Disney going to come from my pockets.
Exactly.
You got Wakanda on?
He's just a little too fly.
Shit. And that's the thing, like, black people buy Wakanda shit thinking that they're being pro-black, and it's some white man to Disney pocketing all that money.
It's like, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Wakanda. Mm-hmm. Yep. Fake African country. Ooh, Deathstroke. He's like, nigga.
It's muted on my end.
Oh, is it muted?
Yeah.
He looking crazy.
Yeah. He was looking like Deadpool. Like they're trying to make him their Deadpool for real.
He was Deadpool before Deadpool, man.
Mm-hmm. But it looked like they were doing something there with that little way they were, because this is a new kind of way they're saying his introduction, isn't it?
Yeah, his origin story.
Yeah.
It's kind of origin story. It's kind of not. I kind of like that though, because I don't want the whole we're gonna give you everything like, or the first superhero movie's always like whack, and then the follow up movie's always better. Most of the time.
Let me see if I can hear it. Go back 20 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna go back 20 seconds where he's
bring it back.
Oh, time to turn you into.
It's like all these veins in my dick.
See, that's that Deadpool look.
It's like I got armor.
Bat.
Where's Batman? I was expecting somebody to come for him.
Hey.
Where's my boy?
He didn't have no interferences with his mission.
Yeah.
My man slit little Joseph's throat here, and
I was like, yo, they're taking it there in this first 15 minutes, for real.
Fuck your son.
Poor Joseph.
Bronze Tiger. All right, so let's cut it.
This guy was on top of the world.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Deathstroke's a deadbeat father, and his bastard kids come after him. That's the movie. Deathstroke.
How about we just spoil it for people? Spoiler alert.
He's a deadbeat, and his kids come for him. That's a recycled story because they use that same storyline in the last season of Titans, the whole Jericho storyline.
Okay, I felt like I had deja vu watching the scene where he came in for the Presidente or whatever he is. You know what I'm talking about?
Presidente.
When he has a knife to his neck. Dude, he has a knife to the neck, and he's like, yo, I killed your enemy, and I'm going to make you my...
I don't know who Presidente is, Kate.
The dude with the mustache. The first scene where it introduces him, I feel like that happened in another Deathstroke story.
Titans, probably?
Could have been. It was a cartoon, though. Maybe it was his actual comic book. Or maybe they had a show, or maybe they were previewing this, and I saw the preview of this scene. I kind of feel like it was in Superman, the Red Sun Superman. Like he did that same type of thing. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this exact scene somewhere. But the movie was cool. I was a little taken back from the style of the cartoon drawings that they used. It seemed kind of cheap at some parts, but at some parts the fight scenes seemed dope. But just the regular sitting down talking scenes felt kind of cheap. You know what I mean?
Like, I would laugh when he would chop people up because it looked like hibachi steak. He'll chop them up and it'll look like meat chunks.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he about to get that, what's it, the volcano onion? I was like, yo, he about to season these niggas up. But yeah, he was just chopping people up like
I'm
meat.
glad he got his own movie. Yeah, I'm glad he got his own movie though, but it just, I don't know. I wish the cartoon was more of a style like the older Superman, older, Justice League cartoons, like that style of cartoon that they used. It just didn't feel like it was at that level. But
So
I'm
the
glad
animation you didn't think was that good, but the story.
The animation took a while for me to get accustomed to it. At first, I was a little taken aback. But after a while, I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool animation.
Yeah, it looked kind of borderline like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, it was
not that
it was TV show
cartoony, but it's a kind of cartoony visual, and then it's very serious, like mature content. So it kind of threw me off. I'm just like, you got this kiddie-ish cartoony visual, and this guy's chopping people up like hibachi.
Mm-hmm.
So that threw me off at times. Story-wise, I thought the story was okay, not amazing. It was okay. Michael Chiklis did a good job with the voice of Deathstroke, but
dude from the Shield.
Yeah, Deathstroke has such a generic, just bad guy voice this. Like anybody could do the Deathstroke voice. It wasn't anything in particular. I was like, oh shit, that's Michael Chiklis.
Yeah,
Not
I was
really.
thinking, dude from the Fantastic Four. He was the Thing.
Yeah,
I was thinking about while watching this movie, like, what is DC's demographic they're trying to go for now? Is it like adult teen? Because they're succeeding with that. They're definitely taking that lane that Disney seems like they're not ready to jump across that line yet. So that's a good thing that I'm seeing more things like this, the Harley Quinn, which is more adult, more swearing, more violent. You know what I mean? More adult stories. So
let's talk about Will Smith. Will Smith showed up, man. There was a man. Looked just like 50-year-old Will Smith, same big ears. It was a pilot. I swear it was Will Smith from Independence Day. and like, I swear, like, the DC writers are woke. They knew Will was in heartache right now with August Alsina. And he's like, yo, it's August. We're going to do this for Will. And Will showed up and he helped Deathstroke in the movie.
So is this guy like a character from the Deathstroke comic? Because I bought a couple of the comics and I never seen him before.
I'd never seen Will Smith in the Deathstroke.
Yeah, I was like, where did this guy come from? I was glad to see him, but you know what I mean? I felt like the guy who actually plays him, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but that guy is a lot better looking than the character they drew. And like, why they do him like that?
They drew a tired, aged Will Smith.
The dad from The Flash, I think. I think he was in The Flash. He was in a couple of video games. Let me look up the IDM.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it.
But yeah, he did a couple of things. He's a familiar face. When you see his face, you'll be like, oh, that guy. But yeah, I don't know why they did dude like that. They made him look tired and just ran through.
Bronze Tiger was cool.
I thought they could have done a better job at making Tiger look more of a character. I'm glad they're doing more to introduce these, like, I don't want to diss, but the D level, C level
villains.
characters.
Yep.
But I'm glad they put him in there. But I wish that they gave him more of a comic book, like real true look. He looked too normal. You know what I mean? He just had a couple of tats on his arm. But I wish they gave him more of a like, bang, that's his look. Like they did an older movie before, and
it was a Suicide Squad movie they did with Bronze Tiger, and I thought
and he looked great in that. Why didn't they just take that same exact?
Nah, man, they're trying to get edgy. But
yeah.
They pulled from the bottom of the barrel. To me, they gave us the Hive Queen, Lady Shiva. I'm just
yeah. This is all like a situation. Yeah, Colin Salmon. That's the guy's name. He was in Resident Evil. Yeah, he was in Resident Evil, Punisher. He did a bunch of movies. A very familiar face. He was in a video game.
Oh, the British black dude. That was he was Arrow's stepdaddy for a little bit.
Arrow's stepdad. Okay.
It was Arrow. Yeah.
Flash. Yeah, but yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. Limitless. Like I don't know why they didn't just use his look. Like
he really just left Arrow for no reason. It's like, yo, mama crazy. And then he disappeared. Like after
Arrow,
died, he was gone. He's like, yo, mama dead. You ain't my real son, so I'm gone.
Yeah, I remember him from season 1, and then he just disappeared.
He dipped out. He's like, y'all family. He's like, y'all white people different. He just dipped out.
The check got cashed.
He checked out of that family. He's like, I ain't got shit to do with the Queen family no more.
He checked out as soon as the check was cashed. That's all.
He was.
But yeah, he's a decent actor, man. He's not a bad looking dude. Like give him his real look. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, man, I'm gonna make him look like Will Smith.
they made him look tired and sick, man. I was like, yo, what is this guy?
They made him look like he was at a red table talk.
He did
man.
not look like he could keep up with Deathstroke in no one-on-one combat.
Deathstroke like hit his shoulder, and he was like, "Oh!" Like,
yeah, I was like, why are they doing this guy like this, man?
I was like, "Who's this malnourished black man with big ears?"
Looked tired. He looked like he ain't slept in weeks.
He needs what's it called, the Miracruru serum or whatever, the DC version
He's
of
a little bit of that
Super
man.
Soldier. Just give me a drip. I want all of it. Just trying to get all them veins. A drip.
They deserve to do him a little better, man. For the things he was doing in this movie after, like, he's the glue for real, though. He kept everything together.
He was the heart and soul. Did anything stand up for you in this film, or?
Not a thing stood up for me in this.
But
if you're a YouTube viewer, you'll see what I did. But you know what? It did a good job of introducing his family and all the characters, like the Hive Queen, the whole Hive thing. That I didn't know about that. So seeing this movie, it did a great job of introducing all that. His son Jericho, you know, so that was cool. They did their job, in my opinion. And I'm expecting them to come with another movie.
They did the old Captain America thing, like we saw at Winter Soldier, where he's like doing this for Bucky or my family or whatever, and he falls going into the water. I'm just like, he good.
Yeah.
He's like, Jacob, my family.
Yeah. But it works. It works. You know, that formula. People love that shit. They did a great job of humanizing Deathstroke in this movie. So
yeah,
that was
a family
the
man.
I feel like the point of this was to humanize him, introduce new characters to people who don't know these characters in the DC universe, and maybe get them in the comic books and get people reading these comics, because they've been trying for a while with Deathstroke. I've seen so many number ones where they reset his story, so they're trying to make him one of the top tier dudes. So
is Deathstroke a deadbeat, or is he just like he did dope?
He's a piece of shit, man. He's a piece of shit.
He's like, I got a contract. I'll see you in 10 years.
I just think he was mad because he was disrespected. I don't even care that it was his kids, you know what I mean? Or his wife or his ting, you know, like he's like, yo, y'all disrespected me.
How many kids out there probably like, my dad's not deadbeat. He's doing contract killing like Deathstroke. And somebody gonna come chime in. Nah, nigga, I saw your daddy at the dice game last week.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just avoiding you.
Yeah, Deathstroke was just out there, man. Like,
out there. He's avoiding this. So
he didn't
like,
have to lie.
Jericho? Oh,
yeah. Let's talk about like the first little bit of the movie, because like, okay, the wife didn't know that he was Deathstroke this whole time. He did not have to lie. She's a soldier too, just like him. She would get it.
He's a swole ass old white man with an eye patch.
I'm like, how is he making all this money, paying all these bills, and she thinks he's a businessman? I'm a businessman. That was his whole argument.
Yo, what if he worked at Loeb's like Denzel Washington and the Equalizer?
He never came and brought him a roti or nothing? Like, come on. Like,
nah, he's doing business.
Yeah, okay. Out of nowhere, he goes from being a super killer soldier, which he helped train, to a businessman. Come on. That was
he ain't no damn businessman.
Yeah, that worked for teenagers to watch this movie, but adults watching this is like, what?
You a grown, swole ass man.
This water bill ain't getting paid on its own.
With an eye patch. And you come home with bruises all the time. That was a hell of a board meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, man.
Yeah. So that was a definite hole in the story. The beginning momentum wasn't there for me in this movie. I kind of had to I paused it and had to go back because I was like, oh, all right, let's get it going.
It took a moment of them lighting him up with bullets for me to get invested.
Yeah, but it's like, we know he's not gonna die. I wanted to see ways that they challenge, like the way they show Wolverine drowning. It's like, oh shit, can Wolverine actually die if he's drowned? Like, they should have put him through those types of hoops where we're watching, we're like, oh damn, I think they might got him, you know?
This is what got me, Casey. He would get shot, bullets going right near his eye, but it'll just go it'll graze past his eye, and it'll get everywhere else. I was like, y'all ain't gonna take the other eye. Y'all gonna at least give him one eye.
But when he got the powers, was he missing one eye? I don't think he was. When he had the clean face, he was missing one eye at that time? I gotta watch it back. Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
I don't know if you go off Arrow, Oliver Queen took out the eye.
Oh Lord, see, that's the problem with DC, man. They
so much
own everything, yet they just have a mess of everything. It's like, Come on, keep the continuity strong.
He could have lost his eye at Applebee's for all we know. We don't know the backstory for this.
It just looks cool. That's all. It just looks cool.
What if he moved the eye patch? He got there. I'd like, nigga, why you pump faking the whole time?
Yeah, it's like Metal Gear Solid with the fucking thing to be able to see further.
Oh yeah,
it's basically that.
They go move the eye patch and be like, bro, you got an eye the whole time. Yeah, shut up, man. Shit look dope though.
Don't tell Jericho.
Eye patch fire.
Still dodging his ass.
I can't see you, son. Got one
Jericho
eye.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even feel bad for him, yo. I was like, Deathstroke's a villain. I don't give a fuck about his son. Like,
did he have a daughter too? I didn't care about her.
He had it coming. They had it coming. Like that's how
I was like, she belonged to the streets now. Throw her out there.
Yeah, she did belong to the streets, man.
So, what would you give this, man? This is like a solid 6 for me.
I give it a 7.
5.
I give it a 7. It wasn't bad. It was good, but it wasn't like. You're really rebooting.
You're too generous
DC,
with these 7s, man. I don't think you'll
really
go back and watch
the
this.
DC movie for this. You know what I mean? Like they rebooted everything to do these type of things. Like I don't know, man.
Barry Allen ran backwards for this.
Yeah, so that's why.
And drop that shit, Casey. 6.
Nah, I don't know. I'll give it a 7.
Don't
give they did a good job of.
You gonna be mad at yourself a month away from that? Like, man, I was bugging on that, man. I ain't even watching that ever again.
But for now, I'm being stubborn.
6.
7.
6.
Solid 7 for me.
All right, on to the next film.
Yes.
Now, Casey, have you ever like fought a crackhead and you thought to yourself, maybe I should stoop to their level and smoke crack and fight them to level the playing field?
Oh man, only on Tuesdays.
So that's the premise
After
of this
Monday.
movie. That is the premise of Project Power.
Project Viagra. I don't know if y'all see the picture I put on our Facebook group.
I
Go
saw
check
the
it out,
meme.
man. Yeah, our Facebook group is doing amazing. It's the Bacchanal
Podcast fan group page.
Yeah, It's doing great, man. So go check that out. Join the fun. Yeah. Man, this movie's wild, boy.
So you get superpowers for 5 minutes whenever you take a pill.
That was the funniest part. I'm like, y'all really got to watch this. Like, that's the baitest thing. Like, yo, what are you doing over there? I'll be right back. It's like, come on, bro.
You trying to fight, bro? Give me a moment, bro.
Yeah.
They gotta turn the shit off.
They gotta twist it just right. Gotta twist it just right.
Boy, when I'm done swallowing this, son.
Yeah.
Catch this man. Wait one more moment now. One more moment. Like, okay, what if you're trying to buy some like illegal underground Viagra for your grandpa and they gave you that shit by accident, and then he got a young ting in the bed and he's like, girl, I'm gonna put it on you, let me go twist this. Is that new shit. Go ahead and twist this. And he tried to stroke on her and his dick turned into lava. So now he just did murder and he didn't even know it. And that's the premise of this movie, because you don't know.
That'd be happening in real life. So
you
I don't know what
powers
you're talking
you get
about.
though. You might get some dumb shit.
Yeah, you might just get soggy and sloppy. Like just turn into
What's your power, bro? I turn into soup, man.
Yeah. I just start flowing, my bones get soft, bro. I don't know.
Body gets off, dick's off.
It's like this is how you look when you're high. You know those commercials when the person just melted into the couch? You just look
that'd
like
be
that.
the worst power, man.
Yeah.
And what if you
That would
enjoyed
be
it?
the
Like,
worst.
like you have a big ass bowl in your living room. You're sitting there like, bro, what you about to do? About to get lifted off this damn Project Power, son. Twist.
Okay, we're not gonna cut. No bullshit, man. This is a low budget movie.
Hell yeah.
With good graphics. The graphics were good at best. Not, oh my god, amazing, but I gotta give props to the 3D shit they did in this movie. It looked nice. Jamie Foxx.
One-dimensional.
Jamie Foxx, but he was funny. He had parts where he was actually kind of funny. He took the glasses, put it sideways. He was just being Jamie Foxx though.
It's Jamie Foxx. He even really have a name. His name was Art.
No, it was Major.
I looked online, it says Art. I was like, nigga, that's a subject. Ain't your name.
They just called him Major. I'm like,
Art.
okay, he's Major.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt just looked like the dude in high school that like peaked in high school and always wanted to play like for the Saints football team.
Yeah.
He didn't be wearing his jersey all the time.
He seemed like he did an okay job, Jason.
He did good. He looked dirty as fuck though.
He didn't look like he was even trying like with the acting. It looked like he was just doing it. Like So he did a good job.
He
It's just he didn't get
looked
much to work with.
Gross. He looked like the type of like homeless person you see peeing on himself in New Orleans. And he had a name like Frank. It was just a simple name, Frank.
Yeah. Another positive I'll say about this movie, they did a good job of like showing New Orleans, like how like cool and beautiful, like how grimy New Orleans could be at the same time. Like I thought they did a good job with that.
They used the same set piece of New Orleans that they used in a Black and Blue, where they have that shootout in that
same
like,
apartment.
I was like, Tyrese was over there crying.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, yo, that's the area Tyrese was crying at.
Yeah, who's that rapper that was in this? What's his name again? I can't remember the dude's name. He's with Megan Fox now.
MGK, he was on fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
his power sucked, man.
Yeah, like man, that sucked, bro.
It's like, I'm gonna fight you, bro, but I'm gonna be on fire. It looked like it was hurting him too.
It did. It was, well, his skin was all mashed up on one half, right? He had the hoodie on.
I don't know what the hell he was doing. Now, the one guy I'm gonna give props to was a naked man robbing people. He was so close. Had the looks out and everything. Running. Looks swinging.
I thought they should have made this a comedy. You know, I say that sometimes when something's so bad it's laughable. Like they should have just went.
They should have leaned into it. I enjoyed it. I was laughing at shit, but I don't think
when naked dude did parkour, and I don't know if you caught it, but a cop car was there, and the cop car opened the door, and he jumped and he kicked the car door shut while jumping in the air. I'm like, yo, what kind of power? He's just a dude. He's that dude, just not even with the invisible powers. Like he did parkour. Yeah, he kicked the dude into the car. The cop was opening the door, kicked the door in. I was like, okay, that's some detail. What the hell? How didn't they?
I was just mad at him sliding on all these cars with the soft meat. His bare ass.
He's sliding all over the place. He's a dumbass with the bags too. He's running. You just see two bags running down the street. You think people aren't gonna see that? Like, down.
You got 5 minutes though, bro. You gotta make it work.
Yeah, I guess
he was out here bullshitting.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt had a good power. He had that thick skin.
Yeah, I guess so. He didn't use it very smart. He just walked into everything.
He was kind of a dumbass. And he had the level with his boss. He's like, we can't fight these crackheads without taking the shit, son.
He sounded like a damn junkie.
He was a junkie. He's like, I need it. You need it. You're not taking it, but I'll take yours for you.
Yeah. Did you see had a scene where Jamie Foxx and the girl were running, and then he saw the drugs there when they were running away from the big
eyeing that shit
guy who got bigger. He just started going like he just started grabbing it. Yeah, exactly. Man looked like a junkie. Like he was running to escape from this big, huge dude, and then he just stopped and grabbed a whole bunch. I'm like, holy.
I was hoping the ending would be like Tyrone Biggins waking up and be like, I just had the wildest dream.
They should have went for it. They should have went. Because I was watching this, I was like, why are they making this movie? Why did they do this?
You smoke crack and you get all these powers.
Shout out to Casey Neistat, a big YouTuber who was in there. He was like a gangster who was at the buyers market thing, underground market buyers thing before the dude got big. You know what I'm talking about? He had like the long hair.
That guy's Hulk power is stupid. It just looks like tumors.
Yeah, and his neck was all stretched out. Like
I was like, that ain't muscles. That's tumors you growing around on your body.
The powers suck because the after effects is like it really messes people up, man. His skin looked like all like weighed down, like because
I felt bad for Filipino Wolverine that had their bones poking out.
Oh,
I said, you don't have a healing factor. Your bones is coming out, bro.
Yeah, and he's feeling that shit. Yeah, I was like, ooh, this sucks. They should have just went for comedy for this, man. I was laughing at this like, oh my god.
When that chick got cold, I was like, cold-blooded bitch.
Let me see. The girl did a good job, though. I will say she did a great job.
With the rapping? No, they should have kept it real with her. They should have been like, hey, you need to stay in school because that shit ain't it, man. You need to go back to class.
Yeah, shout out to Dominique Freshback.
Stop back talking to your teacher.
Yeah, for real. Like, come on.
She needed that reality because she was like, yo, I'm going to rap for Jamie Foxx, and she rapped and stuff. I was like, Jamie should have kept it real with her, like, yo, that shit ain't all that, man. You might need to get a plan A, B, and C.
Yeah, it should have been like, you got to write your rhymes, right? You got to learn how to write. Got to learn how to do math to count your 16s. Like, at least, come on. You're in grade 5. What are you doing? Yeah, but it was see, this is a movie I could easily give a 5.
Did they try to give him positive black image at the end? Because he's like, I'm doing it for my daughter.
Well,
my daughter.
they tried to, for the rapping part, they tried to do a powerful message to the black female, black woman. Sorry, you know what I mean? Like they tried to give a positive message to that. I'm gonna put that on Instagram because I saved it. But he had a little speech that he probably wrote himself.
What was that guy from Power that got set on fire?
Dude from Power.
You know what I'm talking about? The one that's always, my daughter, my daughter. He was always scheming.
Ah, man, I
African
remember. I know who you're
big
talking
nose.
about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I
Gosh.
can't remember his face.
That's who Jamie Foxx reminded me of in this movie, man.
This felt like it was Power. Like honestly, it felt like the same writers as Power. It's like it wasn't deep at all. Like I thought the daughter, like it showed a scene with the daughter, and like her eye like went sideways. You know what I'm talking about? Looking back when she was playing with the checkerboard or whatever.
I just remember them in the car accident.
I was like, she didn't
was
pop
like a
no pill.
military dude.
I thought the daughter was gonna be more like Final Fantasy VII, how they have that girl in the glass tube, and they're like taking her powers, you know, and sucking it out of her, like her sucking her blood.
Like, what's her name, Eris or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I thought this was gonna be. I thought the daughter was gonna be like that, like they got like just taking her blood.
Yeah, because the
and she's
daughter
like,
was the only
"Dad!"
person that could withstand like having her powers all the time.
Yeah,
And
so
what
I
was
thought
Jamie Foxx power? Like explosion? I don't know what that shit was.
he was a shrimp, basically. Yeah, he shakes and heats up the whole area, vibrates.
Man, he's like, I'm gonna hit y'all with some beats.
Yeah,
This is stupid.
and he vaporized everybody except for the girl and the characters who we know. You know what I mean? I was like, come on, bro.
It's
How is
enjoyable.
this just gonna? Yeah, it was enjoyable. We're getting a low tier of movies because of this.
Yeah,
COVID.
it's still bottom of the barrel right now because we're not getting shit. So we're just,
Yeah.
I'm happy to have something new. But
I was like, it's cool to
man.
watch. It was cool to watch. Like I was, if you're watching that, I was playing Ghost of Tsushima at the same time on 2 TVs. So I was like, it was cool. But if I was in a theater with popcorn, I paid $20 for a ticket. I paid $20 for. I'd been like, yo, what?
Yeah, this shit's free, so I couldn't complain.
Yo,
too much.
refund. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was free. Video game was on the TV already.
How Gordon Levitt run up in that black woman's house, get naked, and just start assaulting her, just kissing on top. Oh, that
White
part was
privilege,
corny
man.
as hell to me.
This is white privilege right there, bro.
That whole scene was corny as hell to me. I was
Yeah.
like, they could have took that out.
That scene was just like, okay, y'all are trying to be funny, but it's not funny.
It wasn't even fun because
I was scared
any
for
real
her.
black mother would have been like, I don't know this nigga. I don't
Exactly.
know y'all. I don't need to get the fuck out of my house.
Exactly. She was just like, okay.
Okay, that's not
no,
realistic.
get the hell out of here. What are you talking about?
My mother would be like, but what the ass is
Yeah,
that?
and start hitting people with sticks and shit. They're like, what the hell is going on?
That is not realistic.
Yeah, she would have ran out the house or something, like in real, you know? So, I don't
way
know.
too calm. She was acting real Caucasian. That was a Caucasian moment.
I was
That's
like, what
that's
is
why
going on?
they probably had no black writers.
Probably not. Jamie
That was
Foxx probably just got to write his monologue scene, and that's it.
Jamie Foxx just wanted to be some type of badass superhero.
Let me tell you something. Jamie Foxx's damn spray paint in his hair was distracting me. That was just
Yeah,
like,
the
come
paint
on,
with the
bro. Just
Beijing.
go bald, bro. Just keep it low. Like, well, just stop doing this. Stop telling people this is okay to do. Like, you influence
Now I'm about to
people.
spray paint my hair tomorrow,
Yeah.
man.
Get
Thank
the tat.
you, Jamie.
Get
Give
the
me the
tats.
confidence.
Get the tats.
Give me the confidence I need.
Do not do that. It looks stupid. Like, it looks so bad, like, and distracting.
And you know he probably wrote that line where the waitress is like, "He fine." He's like, "Yeah, go ahead and write that shit in there." 'Cause I want them
He
niggas
had some
to
funny
know.
parts. The glasses.
I don't even remember it being funny. I just remember him having PTSD and yelling at that black girl like, "We're gonna make it out here alive!" Like, this is not Amistad.
I wish we got to see it from her perspective when he was driving the car with her and he made the hard left. And she was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Daughter, stay calm." And she's like, "I'm not your motherfucking daughter." You know,
That would have
what I'm
been dope. That would have been like, you know, whenever you watch Umbrella Academy and the Klaus is like fighting with Ben, and then they'll show you their perspective where he's just like fighting with himself.
Yeah.
I wanted something like a moment like that. Never happened.
Without no volume, no music, just him like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's like, "What are you doing?" You know?
Crackheads.
Yeah.
This is X-Men on crack.
This was crazy. I don't know, man. I'm glad.
We had Crackhead Wolverine. We had Crackhead Human Torch. We had Crackhead
Junkies. Straight junkies.
Banshee. That was like a Banshee movie he was doing with the sound waves.
It came from a cool place because they're trying to say, like, you know, the poor areas are the projects and they're trying to test things on people. That was a cool concept that they could have really took off and went somewhere with, but they didn't. They just left it like.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna go somewhere like black people, Tuskegee experiments, whatever.
Yeah, but they didn't take it.
They just like, nah, just Jamie Foxx's daughter.
And there's no like the pills are still out there. Like, you know, like who's the seller? Who's the top person for real? Like that woman? Like really?
I think that one guy that Jamie Foxx beat up, he got a dope jacket. The joke was kind of fly. That red jacket.
That jacket was fly. That gets
my
a 9
other problem was he didn't have no superpowers, and he was fighting a ton of people with superpowers.
He was beating their asses.
How you fight a fireman with no type of power? All he had was a shotgun and words of wisdom. That's all he had with him.
Yeah, and my thing was, okay, he shoots the table, but he doesn't shoot the guy. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, you're some cold-hearted killer. You're not gonna just do what you said you're gonna do. Look me in my eyes. He said that like 5 times in the movie. He didn't kill nobody. You know what I mean?
He should have took the pill a long time ago because he made it seem like he was gonna explode and die.
Yeah,
because he's like, I can't be doing that shit.
Yeah, the daughter was like, you know what happens, Daddy?
You know, I start yelling and shaking.
Started throwing it. He basically had the firepower.
He was Harlem shaking.
Yeah.
with waves coming off of him.
Yeah, the jacket gets a 9 out of 10. This gets a 4.5, 5.
I give it a 5.
Yeah, this was some bullshit. But it made me laugh, made me chuckle a couple
times. Enjoyable bullshit. Would you watch it ever again?
It was but it was pretty. Like I like the after effects they did on it. It's kind of like that Punch movie that came out from
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. It's like empty but pretty. You know what I mean? It was like
visually pleasing bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
go.
Like
it looked nice. Like the color scheme and the contrasting colors that they used in it looked nice. But you could tell it's low budget once they start talking and having situations like, okay, this could have been a TV movie with 2 episodes or something.
So crack is whack unless you need to fight crime.
Yeah, I was like, where is it now? It's all done. That's it. You're telling me nobody took a pill and figured out how to make more?
A pill at the end credit scene should have been Tyrone or somebody picking up a pill.
Tyrese.
Oh shit! Put Tyrese. Yeah, black tie. Put black tie.
Yeah, exactly.
Tyrese show up.
Yeah.
Take a pill. That would have been a better movie.
It didn't even say like drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. It's just like, yo,
it's like, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Like, what's the message?
Message is you gotta do what you gotta do for your daughter, son.
Yeah, pop that pill if you need to, bro. Life is short lived. It's like, what?
You gotta level the playing field, man.
Yeah, I was like, like, what is the message here? They had no message whatsoever. They just wanted to look cool.
Because what's the difference between that and cocaine? You do cocaine, you think you have superpowers?
Yeah, I guess so.
So Bruno Mars and The Weeknd are superheroes, and
Chris Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown. So they'd be doing that superpower shit on stage.
I watched Chris Brown perform for 3 hours with no break, man.
No water break, nothing.
No water. It was the wildest concert I ever went to. I
went
to the bathroom.
Lost a clean 15 pounds on that stage.
I came back from the bathroom. He was still dancing.
And you were exhausted.
I was tired before I took a seat. I was like, how's this nigga still going? And I looked at my wife. I was like, he on coke.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And I was
all
like,
kinds of shit.
Booger sugar make you dance for hours.
Definitely not coffee.
That's not coffee. All right,
definitely not coffee.
You want to jump into the last review that we have for the day?
Let's do it, man.
All right, so we're going to review Lovecraft Country. But before we get into that, I want to share with Casey the opening scene.
Yeah, I didn't see the
I thought that shit looked beautiful. I watched it in a dark-ass room.
Sick.
My dick in my hand.
No, sick shit. Saying a dark ass room always just sounds like what? No matter what you do, even I took a dark ass room
doing my taxes. Like, nah, bro, nah. Penis was out.
Something was going on in there.
Something not right was going on. All right, let's show this real quick. We're gonna get flagged probably.
Yeah, probably.
HBO gonna come donkey.
I'm gonna just talk.
All right, we'll talk over it.
Okay.
All right, so here's the opening scene. It's like a montage.
Oh, it's like World War II.
Yeah, it's like a montage to World War II.
No, this is World War I actually, but the tariffs, those. When was the
It would be 2 because this is set in the.
What's that
50s?
called again? Is it the 50s? What was that thing called again? That fucking Crow shit.
Vietnam?
Bullshit. No, the Crow laws.
Oh, Jim Crow.
Jim Crow. When was that?
That's like 50s and 40s.
So World War II then.
It's World War II. So it starts off like regular World War II. and then slowly starts getting really sci-fi.
Okay.
So you're seeing like the colors are changing.
Yeah.
You're starting to see aliens
So that's
approaching.
hard. There's that thing right there. That dude
Now
made
you
that.
see why I was in the dark room. No
Pervert.
masturbation was involved.
Yeah, ugly. What's the sock and the lotion for?
Now this scene got me. I was like, "Yo, this shit's beautiful."
Yeah, okay. This was a good opening scene. I came in like a little past all this, and I was like, "Yo, what?"
This happened. I was like, "Yo, this is like on some Watchmen level." HBO's been knocking out the park lately.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Visually and storytelling.
HBO's top 2 after Netflix. HBO, Netflix are back and forth to me. So
yeah, that's a good rivalry. It's like, you know,
who's
Steel
running
Sharp
it?
and Steels for real.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's like, "Oh, beautiful Asian woman
If you were a young man, you were
who used to be on The Real World."
to those of law.
Afrocentric Asian right there. What is this?
Nah.
So wait.
Baseball.
So they just leave it with all these questions? Like, what's going on?
This is all in his mind, but she's gonna show up as a character later on in the show. And this is one of H.P. Lovecraft's characters right there.
Yeah, that's the one that he made.
Now check this out. Jackie Robertson, 42. Boom.
That's so random though.
Black inspiration right there.
Black excellence.
Black excellence right there. Don't he look like Gucci Man? Brr.
Yeah.
So you got young Gucci, you got Jackie Robertson, then he's gonna knock the bat out. Blah, waking up.
Okay.
And that's how the show starts. And I thought that was dope.
Yeah, that's a dope start. See, I saw like a little bit after that when he goes to like meet his uncle or whatever. So I didn't really get to know who the characters were.
So what you know about the character is that he's a he's a World War II vet. He's all about like sci-fi. He used to be a nerd because they mentioned like, "Oh, you got big now, son."
Yeah.
He's like, "You got big, you don't filled out." Now, you know we gotta talk about this. The scene, homeboy in the alley getting the dick sucked when he just walks in there. And it was so casual too. Like he had his back to him. He's just like, "Oh, just give me 1 second. I'll be right there."
Yeah, I was like, what?
Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying this fellatio right
It's like HBO, man. You went far enough with Game of Thrones, and now you're just throwing randomness into anything. It's like, what?
HBO's like, we gotta throw in some random fillet. Even the uncle. Did you see the opening scene with the uncle? And the uncle was putting the hard meat on the end. He's like, "Ain't nobody home." And he was doing that little side grind on there, like, "Nobody's at the house." I was like, "Oh shit, he about to give her the side swipe."
It's weird seeing this character of this guy, and then just coming back from Project Power and him being the cop who was like bad, trying to, so it's like seeing this guy, like, good acting.
He's versatile.
Yeah, but that monster is called the Chuluto. It's a mythos. That was in Rick and Morty in the intro, but they never really.
Yeah, that's one of Let's dive briefly into the history of H.P. Lovecraft. So he came up with a ton of monsters, but behind all those monsters, he was a monster. He was a super racist.
Yeah,
He was a huge bigot. He didn't like Irish people, didn't like black people.
Yeah, I'm looking at his picture right now. His tight ass lips looks like he's just going.
Say,
Nigger.
1912, he had a poem called "On the Creation of Niggers." The God's having just designed man and beast, created blacks in semi-human form to populate the space in between. So that's the mindset of this guy. So what I like about this, they borrow a lot of the creatures and monsters that he would mention in his literature.
Yeah.
But they flip the script on it. The white supremacists like himself are the monsters as well.
They're the real
and then the
monsters in
leads
this,
of the film are black protagonists. I was just like, yo, H.P. Lovecraft is in his grave, he's swinging right now like Cuba Gooding was swinging, and Boys in the Hood just mad as fuck right now.
Those tight ass lips are like.
He's like, got all the damn niggers in my movie.
Those tight ass lips are just. He's
like, all these jungle bunnies in my movie running around.
Yeah,
that ain't no fine television.
That kind of stains this in a bad negative light, though.
No, but the author did that on purpose, though. He did that to
of this book, of this story,
yeah. So his story, Lovecraft Country, is basically taking the work of H.P. Lovecraft, but showing that he himself, H.P. Lovecraft, is a monster as well.
Yeah,
as all the monsters that he created. So I think that's a good flip on things that they did.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to just read this book because I think it's only like a 400 page.
Yeah, I bought the book on Amazon. It
Yeah,
ain't
I think I
coming no
might just
time
read
soon
it
though.
because we're probably only getting like chapter 2, chapter 3 out of this thing. So for the first season, you know what I mean. So I might just cop the book.
So the main character, Jonathan Majors, that's such an old 1950s name, dude.
Yeah,
Plays Atticus Freeman. Journey Smollett looking good.
oh
Played
hell
Letty.
yeah,
Played
Yeah.
Letty, and she just divorced her husband.
look great.
For anybody out there who's willing to risk it all, she's ready. Courtney B. Vance, Uncle George Freeman. Now, a character we haven't seen yet was Michael Kenneth Williams.
Ah, yeah. That's weird. He's in all 8. It looks like he's in 8 episodes, the same as
I
everybody
didn't
else.
see him in the first episode.
Yeah, very odd. Maybe he was
'Cause
there, but we didn't see him there.
Maybe he was a creature. Now, what
Yeah.
I like about this show,
Might have did voiceover or something.
I feel like the white supremacists were way scarier than the vampires.
Oh, hell yeah. I was like, yo, what the hell's wrong with these people?
Remember I told you how I live in a sundown town? Like, you got
Oh,
to see
Lord.
that shit. You got to see that shit live because he rolled up on them. He's like, look, it's about to turn 7 o'clock in 6
You got
minutes. And
6 minutes? I
I'm
was like,
obligated to
that's
lynch
crazy.
you.
That is
He's
crazy.
like, I'm obligated to lynch you when the sun comes down. So you could try to head south. You ain't gonna make it in 6, but you can head north. The whole
Yeah.
county is a sundown county, so good luck to you. And when they got out the county and they saw those cops, my heart dropped. I was like, they fixed them to get lynched.
I was like, why did they stop? Drive through those fucking people. Fuck them.
Why they stop and get food?
I'm a
Like,
different
you
breed
want
because
somebody
we're
to
the new.
spit and put their dick in your food. Like,
Stop and get food. What? Nah.
Remember they stopped to get food.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Why would you?
Oh,
do
you're going
that?
through the scenes. Yeah, no, I didn't get why they did that. That seemed like such a clueless thing done to show the audience how bad it is. But it was such a clueless writing like tool they did just to show that. You get what I mean? Like, because
Yeah, they're like, we got to really stick it to the audience that
this
racism.
is a best place.
But I
You
think they
can't
got to
get a
take
burger.
into account that there's also Caucasian audiences that are watching this
Yeah.
who are completely dumbfounded about racism. They're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, it was like that for real?"
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
it
yeah,
was
I-
like that for
Yeah, so I get why they had to do it. I guess they're out of town, so they're caught off guard about how racist it is outside of their town. But still, I don't know. When I get
wouldn't have stopped. No, I would have snapped.
West Virginia, I told you, I fill up the tank before time, and we're right over. You know what I mean? I ain't stopping there. I get that.
Virginia is the state of lovers, cousin lovers.
vibe. So yeah, nah, man. I would have just been.
Yeah, I
kept
wouldn't have
going.
stopped nowhere. So
Made
yeah.
no sense to the scene, to the whole story.
And it seems like you always need to have your burner on you. Like, could you just shoot the cop and keep it rolling? Because
I was
seems like that's
yo,
what you
ain't
gotta
nobody
do.
around here. Like when this sheriff's trying to toughen up on them, I was like,
I'll
yo,
kill
you're
them.
alone here too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
If
That
they
was-
shot them and kept it moving,
Hey,
they're gonna blame you for doing shit anyways. They're trying to blame.
it's
They're like, y'all were robbing, weren't you? Why'd you
It's like, what are you talking about?
Stop for a burger. Nah, those are the eyes of a robber.
It's like, what are you? Yeah,
The
man,
fuck?
that was I guess it was a necessary scene. I just wish.
Yeah, you gotta see the necessary
better.
evil of
Yeah.
America that we still.
I
see
just wish
today.
the writers woven it in better. That's all.
How did you feel about these Hulk-looking vampires? I thought those cool. It was different.
They looked cool. They looked I don't know. They looked a bit better. They had the look of the beast that this H.P. Lovecraft made. That's you know what I mean. They had that look to it. So
What's it called?
when
Like the Cthulhu or the Cthulhu or whatever?
I don't know, Cthulhu or some shit.
I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
But
Y'all
when
know.
the cop when things happened with the cop and he turned into a vampire, that looked dope. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, shoot him! You
The
know what I mean?
audacity of those white cops are like, make that light skinned bitch run outside. I was like, what?
I was like, God, are you crazy?
I was like, y'all some assholes. And
Yeah,
homeboy got
I was
half a shoulder missing. So I'm like, yeah, make her do it. I'm like, man, you on death's door knocking on it.
Still
And you trying
racist.
still racist, still barking orders, making this woman run out there. I was like, they got me heated when I was watching
I was
that
disappointed
scene.
that they let her do that. I was like, are you crazy right now? Like, really?
Gucci Man should have did something, man.
I was like, do you guys still have the gun? Like, where's your gun?
He's like, and give me your flashlight while you at it.
I was like,
like,
and make me a goddamn sandwich. I was like, what's going on here? This guy's got no balls, man. Like, come on, man.
I was thinking at one moment, because like his uncle was out in the woods and it didn't attack him. I was like, yo, maybe those vampires don't want dark meat.
I was like, yo, these vampires protecting them? Like, what is going on? Like, this is
They're non-prejudiced vampires.
Because that silver bullet car came and like protected them. Those people got slaughtered in that van that was following. You remember that scene?
Yep.
They got slaughtered. Like, that car hit them and they went flipping for like 6 flips. Those people are dead. Like,
let's talk about Journey Smollett's character, because I feel like there has to be a conversation between her and her brother. She got white daddy, because she don't. her sister dark skin, the other brother dark skin, and she light skin as hell. Clearly biracial, and nobody's like, they're just like beating around the bush. Like, I hate when they cast stuff and they be trying to act like black people ain't like, she is clearly biracial.
Yeah, they're probably saving that for something later on this season.
She did not look like her. That's like me bringing out a child and they're half Asian. They're like, that's my flesh and blood. And they're like, here's my wife, and my wife is black too. I'm like, come on, bro. You didn't have the Asian lady at one time. Like, nah. I hate when they do that. They be just trying to cast black people. And they be like, we're going to put a biracial person. We ain't going to mention that they daddy white. We're going to just
the episode
under the rug.
The episode definitely did some foreshadowing between her and her sister when they were in the church singing before. So I'm sure there's something there. That
she got a different daddy.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a dynamic to the story in some way with that. But it's interesting, though.
She's looking damn good. Now, what was her job? Was she a reporter?
Did you see her running? When she was running, I was like, holy shit, I don't even think I can run like that. She busted a move, man. That was some track shit. Like, she said she was a
track runner in the show, so.
Oh, okay, because it showed. Like, when I saw her running, I was like, what the hell? She's bodying that floor,
She did better in this role than she
Vampires
did in
with superpowers could not keep up with her. They were looking in the forest like, holy shit.
She was trying to outrun segregation, and she won.
Yeah, man.
Segregation was like, I'm too tired, bitch.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think of the show so far? The first episode.
Visually stunning. I love the story. I kind of want them to go back to Chicago and see that dude that got fellatio, because I want that to always be the case when they get information from him. He'll be like,
getting neck.
1 second, I'm gonna send you on your next mission. Just wait a second now.
Like, was he a pimp in a whorehouse or something?
I don't know what the hell. It looked like they went to a bar and that's his uncle or somebody.
And it was just outside the bar.
Now,
okay.
Think about, okay, let's say this is your first acting role and you're like, yo, gotta bring the whole family. I'm gonna show them my first acting role. And they're like, where are you in the show? Remember that crackhead dude giving head that runs off into the darkness?
Yeah.
That's your boy. That's my first role, baby.
That's some sad shit.
I got my first 2 minutes of screen time, baby.
It's like, when are we going to see you? Just wait for it. Wait for it.
You wait for it. You see that guy slurping? You see him to make that
That's me.
running off like a rat.
Out the mouth. Did you see me? Did you hear me?
You hear that pop sound? Man. That's me, baby.
It's like, what?
Your son's all grown up.
Yeah. There's no check good enough for that, man.
I'm thinking, though, like, you can make a career out of starting off as a crackhead. Okay. Chris Rock, crackhead, has a career. Samuel Jackson, crackhead, Jungle Fever. He was
Chris Rock.
Crackhead Gator, did a great job. Holly Berry, crackhead, Jungle Fever. So I'm just saying, hey, you could be that crackhead might be the biggest star soon. Yeah. He might be the Michael B. Jordan of acting in the future. He might like, hey, my first role.
I don't even know who he was.
You know, I was in Lovecraft. You know, I had the 2 minutes screen time. I was, sucking dick in the alley, but now I'm at the Oscars.
He's just looking at his board like, man,
we made it, son.
Just like the dick, It's like, what?
Hey, man, the dick can make you famous. Ray J did that with Kim K, and Bill Clinton did that with Monica Lewinsky. Yeah. So maybe this alley dick in this show is going to make that man.
That guy's going to be a star, huh?
A star.
I got to watch this again. This is worth watching again.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
It's not as good as Watchmen so far, but it's promising.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check this out again because I'm sure there's a lot of shit that I missed while watching it because so much was happening and a lot of character development. And a lot of people that popped in and I was like, what the hell? who is this person? Why are they even here? Why are they helping? So maybe we'll definitely find
I
out.
heard he's like the chosen one. There's like some racist wizards that are trying to like protect him so they can use him for something. Because did you watch the preview afterwards?
Yeah, they're like, welcome home and all this shit.
That was real
Like,
creepy.
what?
They're like, all these other white people don't want you here, but I do. I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
for
not
what?
reassuring. I would have went home.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, nah, I'm going back to Chicago. I'm gonna take my chances. It's cold.
I did like the map that it had when it showed the map of all these different things that the kid drew.
Yeah,
Like, who's the kid? Did it show the kid in the show?
I have no clue. I gotta
Yeah,
watch
because
it
that's
over.
very that was a very interesting part. That was heavy foreshadowing, I think. So
And
It's like it's
like
happens
the
there.
the preview for the stuff that happens in the future, it shows like there's several other monsters that they're going to encounter in the show. So to me, I feel like this is going to be the Black True Blood.
it feels like that for real. Yeah, it feels like that. But I hope it ends a lot better.
Oh, of course, True Blood was garbage. By the
Yeah,
way.
I hope HBO learned their lesson about stretching things out and killing off endings.
You gotta
Like,
keep it tight and right, man. You don't want
Yeah.
it loosey goosey.
gotta keep that wop ready, Gotta keep it like a wop. Can't just stretching it out.
So yes, this is gonna get an 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
Highly
I agree.
recommend it.
This was the best thing I've seen all weekend. Definitely.
It's gonna be
Let's
the
get
one
to-
thing I look forward to
eight.
every Sunday now.
Yeah, let's get to 8. It's solid 8 because I'm gonna check it out again. It had a little bit of a slow beginning for me because I missed the first 15 minutes. So when I came into it, I was like, oh man, they're doing a lot of nothing right now. That's how it felt because it didn't have that action scene like what the introduction had. So my first interpretation of this was like, this is slow as hell. When are we gonna get to something? But yeah, I'm gonna watch it from the start and see this whole thing again. Get the proper character.
And the vampires didn't even scared me. I was just like, yo,
Nah, not really.
I'm
They were
better off
cool,
with the
though.
vampires and them races scary. Like at least with a vampire could put a flashlight on you.
Yeah, the vampire.
Put a flashlight on the razor. Nigger, get down my eyes.
And go make me a goddamn sandwich.
You fixing to get lynched for real now. You trying to blind me, boy. You think you a smart one.
Yeah, you're too smart for yourself.
You're too smart, boy. You're too
Like
smart.
what?
I'm gonna
That
hang
is
you
a
high and
crazy time, man. That's a sad time, man. Holy.
And people still think like that. They just quiet right now. They on Twitter. They're on Twitter and they're on Facebook typing like that.
That's crazy. It's like, why?
I live in the sun downtown. I'm in my house right now. Fuck that shit. Ain't gonna catch
Oh
me.
my god.
Mm-mm. Boy, what you doing out here? It's dark. You're dark and it's dark.
Dark just like you. Can't be matching. Y'all
Darker than your
love
skin
matching.
out here, boy.
Y'all love matching, don't you?
Jasper, get the rope. this boy here lost.
And Google how to make a noose out of that because it's been a minute. Come here, boy.
Come here, boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. That's a sad, crazy time, man.
I'm telling you, racists are way scarier than any monster out there.
Oh yeah, they are the monsters, man.
Like, picture you sleep and you wake up and there's a cross on fire. I'm pissing myself. That's
Pissed
just-
off. I'd be like, what the hell?
You just hear, come outside, boy.
Trying to take a nap. Just work the 10 hour.
To work the 10-hour shift, and they knock on your boy. Is he lost?
Imagine that happened now. Houses are going for $750,000, $800,000, $900,000. I buy my damn house, working my job, and some
And then-
motherfucker just outside with some bullshit. I'm like, yo, mother, nah.
I'll throw water on you, then I'll tase you. Watch you fry. Frying some bacon tonight.
You'd have to make some home alone booby traps outside your property.
Hell yeah.
Just
If I was rich, I would do that shit. I would get a secluded house with traps everywhere. I'll be
booby
a
traps.
crazy person.
yeah.
And I'll be in the bunker like Trump, a bunker bitch.
Oh
And my bunker
God.
with cameras everywhere, and I'll just be watching like you stepped on trap number 47. Hit the button.
Did you hear about? So okay, we finished with the show. Your thoughts are good on it.
All right, so yes, 8 out of 10. All right, what are we
8 out of
moving
10.
on to?
I saw this thing. There is a lake in like Atlanta where it was a black community, and they ended up just killing everybody and putting water over it. Did you hear about this? It was in like the 40s or 50s, man. Yeah, that's scary. And like people go swimming there because they don't know it's a lake.
They probably
And
have like ghosts of
drowning.
Negroes like, help us.
But the people be drowning, getting pulled under and shit like that. Like it's a real thing. T.I. was on Instagram. A bunch of people were on Instagram. They're like, oh, that's that lake. And scuba divers went under the sea, and it's like a town under there, and you could see where they cut the trees. Like, you know, when they cut a tree and you see the stump?
Yeah.
See where they cut the trees. You could see where the piping was done. Like, they completely, like,
But
obliterated
the
this
thing
town.
is, there's so many
And they made it a
stories like that
lake.
in America, Casey. Like, there's Seneca Village, which is Central Park now. They
Yes,
bulldozed Seneca Village
exactly.
and turned it into Central, which was like a thriving black community. You had the Tulsa Black Wall Street, which we saw in The Watchmen.
Yeah.
So many untold stories like that.
Yeah, this is one that
you can make a
people don't know
horror
about.
story of that shit.
Yeah, this is one that not a lot of people know about in Atlanta, and it's really crazy and sad. It's like
We might need to make a movie out of it, Casey. That would be scary as hell. Niggas in the
I'll try
lake
to
just
send you the
pulling
thing
you.
that I saw. Yeah, I saw. It's like a whole, because people are like swimming and getting stuck because there's like trees that are cut at a certain level because they put the water in, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, like a
So-
stump.
Yeah, but it's still a tree. Like, it looks like they just cut it, but then
It's like preserved underwater. What does that look like?
I don't know, but people are going swimming and they're getting caught on stuff because it was at a town and it
It's
had
the
buildings.
ancestors pulling them.
Yeah, exactly. It had a town and it had the buildings that got blown up, and it's like people are getting caught under stuff, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
As long as it's not pulling black people.
No, it's all these white people going swimming there. They think it's a lake.
No.
I'm telling you, it's
The ancestors are pulling them like, oh, you're using that Kylie Jenner lip plumper, huh?
that's
You're
what I'm
coming
telling you right now.
down.
People are disappearing there. It's like a whole disappearing thing that's happening there.
This guy I went to school with, he died at a
Trying to
lake.
find that.
He jumped off to go swimming, which just sounds very unblack.
Yeah.
Without a life vest. He jumped
Yeah.
off without a life, and he just got, someone pulled him down. Well, my homegirls told me they got mermaids out there. She's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, people be saying stuff.
I was like,
like
you
that.
onto that shit, man.
Yeah.
I believe it. They got some mermaids out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it real quick. But yeah, this shit is crazy. It's so trippy.
Let's do an urban legends episode one day.
Yeah, we should.
And just
Because
urban
this one
legends,
blew my mind.
conspiracy theories. We could talk about Trinidad stuff like what's the Moko Jumbe? We could talk about all that
Muku
stuff.
Jumbies, yeah.
Talk
And
about
even-
all of that.
Google Benin also. Benin is a place in Africa that was like thriving. The art was like better than Greece and Italy way before all that stuff. They're making things out of iron. Guys were salivating at the mouth when they go there because it had brass on the walls and art all over the place. So they would go, like, the pirates from all over the, Europe and shit would go there and trade with them and learn from them. And they were thieving. And then the Africans were like, yo, you're thieving? So they killed some. And then England just came with so much ships and stuff and just obliterated this whole place. Took the education out of there, like, just killed everything.
Isn't it crazy how
And
colonizers?
it's in the art gallery right now in England. Like, it's not in. It's called it's Benin, but now they call it it starts with a K. Kenyan. But yeah, it's in England. The art is in England. It's in Boston. It's in.
That's that place Killmonger went to in the beginning of life.
They bring it up in Black Panther. Remember when he was talking and he was like, "Where's this from?" And she's like, "Oh, it's from here." And he's like, "Where's this from?" And she said a name. She's like, "It's from Benin." Da, 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 da. And she's like, "Nah, this is from Wakanda." Well,
From
all the
Wakanda,
stuff that they
girl.
were showing were from that was, some of it was from Benin, but some of it was from other parts of Africa. But that's what I was talking about, because they bring it up in Black Panther.
Real quick, I was thinking, man, like, isn't it crazy how like colonizers steal all this art and shit, and then they put it in the building, and then they charge you admission to come see it, and they call that shit the museum. They're like, we're gonna rob you, we're gonna steal from your house, but if you want to see your shit again, you pay me $20.
Yeah.
And I'll let you look at it, but if you touch it, I'm gonna whoop your ass and kick you out the building.
Yeah, the museum's basically a victory lap. That's
It really is. It's a flex.
Yeah. And what's scary and crazy and sad is that, like, so much generations of Black people from Africa had never seen this stuff before. And they're being told, like, oh, this is best art. This is the best
Trying to see
thing.
it? It gonna cost you $20.
But they don't know that it's there. They didn't know it was there for like 100 years now. Generations did not know that it was even there. Like, they didn't know it was a thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That
Till
is
now,
crazy.
till the internet is able to be like, we got pictures of this.
Now, what these places do, they just say, sorry, and they just keep it moving. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's happening.
Ain't
I'm
that
gonna try to
some shit?
send you that thing with the lake, and I'll post it on our Facebook.
Man, you gonna give me some nightmare. I'll be sleeping. I'm gonna be sleeping and hearing like Negro spirituals in the background, like, follow the drinking gorge. Follow the North Star to the freedom.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think that's it for this episode. How we go from Lovecraft Country
Because this is that Lovecraft shit, man. That's what I was talking about. Like, this is that
follow
shit.
the North Star. All right, we got to do a conspiracy episode, man.
For sure.
I got to grab all my conspiracy people and put them on this episode. It's going to be wild. Mind's blown.
Gotta have our cousin on there.
Oh, no.
You know which one? The earth is flat, dog.
My guy, you walk to the edge, you're done.
Your son. You're not
done,
listening.
son.
Do you believe in God? Which God? Huh?
Jail will change you, man. That's how.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
That's my comment on that one. Jail will change you.
So what do you think of the this is off topic, it's video game shit, it's a little lighter. What do you think of the Batman leaks that came out today and the
we've been seeing the same damn leaks for 3 years, a Court of Owls, and then there's possibly a Suicide Squad game. Show me gameplay, give me a trailer at this point.
I honestly feel like they were making a game and the internet created this whole Court of Owls thing so that they're like, oh god, we gotta make them happy. So they adjusted everything and they started, because it's been so long. They're like, yeah, Court of Owls, yeah, we got you. So now they've been making the Court of Owls. I don't think we're seeing it till next fall.
I'm good on Batman. That would have been cool if they gave me a Bloodhaven Nightwing game, or like a game where like Damian is on his own and he doesn't want to be in his dad's shadow.
Yeah,
he's doing stuff and he's limited on resources. Give me that.
I have a feeling this game is going to be like not as crappy as the DLC for Batman, but that same style where you could use different characters in the challenge rooms and they feel a little different, except these characters are going to be the Harley Quinns, hopefully not Boomerang. God, I don't want to play.
Are you talking about the Suicide Squad game?
Yeah, like I feel like it's going to be that DLC team of that. You know, like the DLC, but better.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I beta tested the Avengers game.
Yeah, and how was that?
Very hacky and slashy, man.
It looks too just punching things for no reason. I'll go get.
And the equipment is dumb. Like you're changing equipment and it's dumb shit. Like I was doing the Hulk. I'm changing this man's vertebrae. I'm changing his forearm. changing his shorts. Changing his. It's not even that. It's like your dick muscle, your vertebrae, your rib cage, and like each character has different things you could change. Like some people have cosmetic things you could change.
Yeah.
But when it's the Hulk, I'm literally changing his limbs.
The quote unquote leak that came out today with the 15 characters that they have promised for the future or that are supposedly coming. They did a hack.
They did that to bring up the hype because it ain't all there. Man.
That's honestly what I think they did, because they got Black Panther, they got a whole bunch of other characters. I'm glad Miss Marvel's the main character because that's the most interesting character to me. Everybody else looks bootleg.
Yep.
So I don't know, but the 15 characters seem promising, but who knows if we're getting any of those anytime
soon. What I played was okay, gameplay wise. I like Thor played like Kratos.
Don't say that. That can't be true.
He was the funnest person to play with. Him. Hulk was cool because he has that bounce with that jump, and you time it right, you keep getting a little higher. He was cool. Kamala was cool. You barely get to play as Captain America. He plays like Batman in the Arkham games.
Who does?
You're doing Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Now the person I hated the most is Black Widow. I was like, oh shit, here I come.
You sexist bastard.
I know. Because I'm like, she's so whack.
How's she surviving with all these people? Like,
she's struggling, man. I was fighting Taskmaster. It took me 10 minutes to beat him.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Because I had to keep
characters. Because you had to like hit him, and then you had to like time it right where he was behind me, and you would have to shoot his rockets. And if you don't do that right, you're just dodge. Try to shoot. Dodge. Try to shoot. I captured gameplay and I'm going to upload it on the podcast.
Nice. Good.
So okay. I will show my gameplay and let you guys see what you guys think about that. So I got Hulk gameplay captured, Iron Man gameplay captured, Thor gameplay captured, and some Black Widow. So yeah, Black Widow ain't it. But Camilla Khan, she's dope. Like she swings like Spider-Man with the long arms.
They should have made her a character, like a full character in her own game, and just let that be something, and maybe surprise us when we play the game. Like, oh shit, Captain America's in here. Oh shit, they killed Cap. You know, like leave that to surprise us. Don't show us all that.
She's Muslim, man. America's afraid to make that plunge.
Ah man,
like Pakistani star. Oh no. Put the white man on the cover. She barely on the cover, man.
Yeah.
She in the corner like this. Man.
Nah, man, that's whack. She should have been the main person. Like,
They're
just for real,
afraid.
for
You know,
real.
many dude bros on IGN. I can't play that bitch.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
While they're in their
That's so
mom's
unfortunate, man.
basement.
We're missing out on so much great
Because of
stories.
incels. Incels are ruining everything.
Missing out on so much greatness from different everybody. Like, just because of that.
incels.
Because they want to make the money. But if they just had balls and were like, screw this, putting it out.
Just because of the guys that Doja Cat flirts with are running the internet.
That hurt you, huh? When you saw that hurt you, didn't it?
That did hurt. I don't mess with Doja Cat, man.
You didn't even want to talk about it on the pod.
It hurt me, man. I was like, really, Doja Cat?
Yeah, that was a disappointing one for sure. I can't even listen to her shit.
You out here rocking with the guy that shot Drake? All the dudes she talked to look like the dude that shot Drake in Degrassi, man, with the glasses and like the school shooter look.
Yeah,
that's what gets her. That's what gives her the whap.
I was like,
she's like, oh shit, you a school shooter?
Black girl lost, man. Black girl lost. That's what she was, and that's what she is, man. She's just lost, man.
She's a lost in the sauce, man.
Yeah, I think that closes it, man. What do you think? I tried to leave us on a better note, but Doja Cat popped up.
Goddamn Doja Cat, man. She popped up on our Instagram one time. I was like, unfollow.
Yeah.
Hit the unfollow button. Oh, I cried a little
It's
bit.
like, what's her intentions? You know what I mean? Like, it's just hate. It's just self-hate.
If you listen to the Nas song, he dropped a bar on it.
Yeah, supposedly she said something back to him, but I didn't give it any.
I didn't give a shit either.
I saw
people defending her.
Leave
Doja alone, man.
Oh, man. Like, she could actually talk about this battle that she's having inside in her music. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be better.
I hate myself and I hate black people.
Or like, why this and that, or try to work it out.
That's that biracial struggle, man.
Yeah, she could talk about it, but she's choosing.
But people pick on Logic for talking about it.
Yeah, people gonna pick on people for whatever.
On everything.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what those people say. They're still gonna buy their Xbox and drink their Mountain Dews.
Before we end this, man, I took a picture of this guy. He was an episode of what's that addiction show? Intervention. It was a dude. They're like, yo, Adam would smoke his crack, and from 10 to 12 hours, he would masturbate. Bro,
who wants to be doing that for that long?
Yo, like, you gotta get a restraining order if you're doing that shit, bro. That's what crack and coke do to you, bro. That's that power project right there. What if that was your superpower?
It's a good 5 minutes, man. I'm trying to be there for
like, bro,
long.
what's your power? You just gotta leave the room, bro.
Nah, stay in.
You just leave the room. I'm gonna start beating. You're like, you gonna beat up everybody in the room? Nah, bro, just my genitalia.
I just beat myself. Oh man, nah. That's problems, man.
You walk in the room 5 hours later, he's still going. Look away.
That's a Guinness book. That's a record.
Oh, don't look at me.
Yeah.
That's a fans only, bro. He need to capitalize on that.
He should capitalize on that for sure. You can pay a mortgage with that right there, right now.
Capitalize that, man. Put the camera on, man. Somebody will watch.
Somebody
I ain't watching it, but somebody will watch
that. Marathon for charity.
Yo, if I had that disorder and I just couldn't help it, I was like, I'll be like, yo, fuck it, man.
Just marathon it for charity, man.
I'm just
do a Twitch stream.
Change for change, man. We're doing this for Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, exactly. Taking it home.
What if you get a donation? It's like, you got a donation for $2 million. They're like, who donated?
Shit.
Man, that guy that be beating his dick all the time.
Oh, God.
Do you take the money? You just take
Hell
it?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I take the money. What the hell?
You can't turn down $2 million.
I know y'all will never leave me alone. Like, oh, you bought this boat, huh? Off that beat off money, isn't it?
Get that dick juice money, huh?
That beat off dollars, ain't it?
He sent me via Cash App. Man, that cash sticky too, ain't it? That sticky cash.
Yeah, I bought a nice helicopter. It's a beat off money, ain't it?
I don't think I have enough integrity to say no, man.
I'm not gonna say no. You're gonna say no. Who's gonna say
no? I don't have integrity for that shit. Like, all my problems are going like, yo, I'm gonna give you $2 million, but this money came from a dude that jacks off all the time on camera. But he's so inspired by your story, he wants to give you
Do you know how
$2
many
million?
people must be doing that in Patreons right now? They're getting the money, but they don't know
Exactly.
why. They're just like, thanks.
They're like, who gave you like what was like they need money for the cure of cancer and they finally got all the funds for it. But it came from a dude that beats off on camera. Are they gonna say, yo, our funds have been reached? Shout outs to Dick Beater 97.
Dick Beater 69.
They'll lie and be like, we had an anonymous donation. He'll be in the background. Nah, nigga, it was me.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell?
Nah, it was
He's
no
typing like
anonymous.
crazy.
It was your boy.
He'd be all up in the chat. Try to block him like,
Y'all gonna say my name? It was me.
nah, random person. Holy shit. Nah, if you got money like that, he'll pull up to your house. On the live
Why
cam.
do I come up with these scenarios, man? I gotta save it for my stand-up.
Yeah, it's all good.
Would you turn down money from somebody that beats their dick for hours? All your financial problems gone.
That's
That's gonna be the question for the next podcast.
If you put all the time together that you beat off in your life, that's hours. So
It is, but this guy, he's doing it for a cause.
Exactly. So he's better than us.
He's better than me.
He's better than us.
Because I don't do shit for a cause. I didn't do that for a cause.
Yeah, he's just doing it out of fucking selfishness.
More than half the time. That's how you look around. Anybody awake? What's that John Cena music? The time is now. You can't see me. The time is now.
Yeah, scream as loud as you want.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. All right, we're gonna leave on this note, on the dick beating note. All right, that concludes this episode of the Bacchanal Podcast.
Yeah,
this is
thank
Peele.
you, this came to the sea.
And you can reach us at thebacchanalsquad@gmail.com or on Instagram, _Bacchanal, BACCHANAL, or on Facebook, the Bacchanal Podcast fan page. Get in there. Bring your sister, bring your cousin, bring the person that stalks you from time to time, but they cool, they ain't too creepy. Bring that person at your job that snitches on you. Bring that one person you know with STD, because we welcome everybody. Right, Casey? Bring your dog, bring your cat, bring the lady that has a bunch of cats in her house. That might be the only wop she sees in her house is a wet cat that she took a bath with. Okay? Bring her. Who else can we bring? Everybody over the age of 18, because ain't no kids. This ain't R. Kelly's fan page, all right?
Exactly.
Grown folks. Grown talk.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Look at you trying to do the sexy.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking, goddamn, I gotta edit this shit.
Goddamn fact, baby. It's your boy Casey. I'm licking my lips. My lips are chapped, but my heart is moist.
That LL Cool J shit, you know?
That nigga just needed the chapstick. And he did
Yeah, this whole time,
he did it by
someone just had to
accident.
hand him a fucking chapstick,
And he just rolled with
career would have been different.
Nah. I'm gonna roll with this shit. I did it once. I'm gonna keep doing it.
His career would have
There's a
took a whole
CarMax
nother.
right here. Nah, baby.
Yeah, man.
These lips gotta get licked. All right, we're gonna end on that note. All right, y'all.
Yeah,
Keel Casey, Bacchanal Podcast, baby. Wow.